I love to be proven wrong about stuff. I also love Peak Designs. Peak Designs makes some of my favorite bags that I've ever used. And I have another backpack that I've had for like 7 years from them, and it's held up great. That said, a lot of their stuff is oftentimes extremely overhyped, or maybe it's appropriately hyped depending upon how you feel about it. This tech pouch is one of their really hyped products. I remember when it first came on the scene a little while back, every photographer, every videographer, every creative was talking about how like fantastic this was to organize their stuff. And when I look at the interior of this just seems extremely like busy for me. Like it seems way more than I would need, way more than I would want, especially in like a tech pouch. We're gonna go ahead and we are going to load this pouch up with stuff. We're gonna see if I could find some kind of use case for it, and I'll check back with you guys in a couple of days to tell you whether or not this is overhyped, underhyped, or appropriately hyped.
3 weeks later.
Okay, this Peak Designs tech pouch. After using it on a couple of different production shoots, I understand the value of it, but I don't think that it is really a tech pouch. First and foremost, it's big and heavy even when it's empty. Like a lot of the Peak Design products I have is made really well, but that means that if weight is a concern, which when traveling internationally or just when traveling in general, definitely is a concern, this unloaded is just gonna take up valuable like weight in your baggage. Using this on set, using this when space wasn't an issue though, being able to put a variety of different kind of camera rigging, batteries, memory cards, even kind of like filters and stuff like that in here, it was great. I think that if you are going to be on set or you are going to be in the position where you can put all of your gear down, possibly you have an assistant, and you just need to have one bag with things that you would regularly need to get out of it. Batteries, memory cards, maybe some rigging stuff or a top handle, like if you're going from handheld to a gimbal or from a gimbal to a tripod, having some Allen keys or whatnot to go ahead and tighten stuff up. I think that that's kind of the sweet spot for this. But I think that it was vastly overhyped. I think that people looking for an item to travel with, this is kind of too heavy, it's too big, and honestly, I like having my gear kind of segmented into different kind of modules, right? That's kind of why I use these medic pouches. These are like Army Navy surplus medic pouches. They are pretty lightweight, they're really cheap, like 1/5 of the cost of one of these. They're made really well because they're kind of military grade. And I like to have all of my cables, all my video cables or audio cables in this. And that way I know that if I'm doing a video job, I'm gonna need to take my cables with me. And thus, this is my cable pouch. I have another one that I use for kind of rigging stuff. So I know if I have, again, another video job, let's say, I can take all of my like handles and NATO rails and clamps and stuff like that, and that just kind of gives me some modularity, so I can be like, hey, this has one kind of module of things, this has another module of things. But if you are opposed to having different pouches of things, or if you really want all of your gear to be like more aesthetic, this is great. Is this an awesome travel pouch for tech gear? I don't know. As someone that traveled and lived in Asia for 6.5 years, this takes up more room, is bigger, and is bulkier than I would ever want to carry with me, kind of defeating the purpose of this as a travel accessory. Was this really overhyped on launch? Yes. Is it a good product? Yes. Is this a great product that I think will fit some usage cases? Completely. Is it worth the asking price? That's up to you. Their stuff is great. Peak Design, I love your stuff if you're watching this video. I think that you make really well thought out gear, but I think that the asking price for some of this stuff is a little ludicrous. But that said, I have had my everyday bag for 7.5 years, and it's in pretty good condition. So it definitely holds up. Let me know what you think. Do you think some of their stuff is overhyped? Do you think that some of their stuff is awesome? Do you have one of these? What do you think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you want to buy one, of course, I will leave links. And until next time, it's been Mitchell. Peace.